And meanwhile, several citizens and a few of our soldiers have been surrounded by the enemy. We can hold them back, but not for very long. We must help them immediately. Oh, these guys have red eyes. I see. So I guess they're the bad guys. I'm a little confused about who's the bad guys and the good guys that I'm looking at on this. We must regroup with those defenders, but these bastards will run us down if we show them our backs. Hold fast, soldier. I can contain this rabble. You focus on securing those citizens. Hooray for the Archmage, who said that we exude a powerful aura and need to go sleep in a bed in the arena. Shore up those defenders. Enemy units are advancing on Wystonia's hapless citizens. Put your soldiers in their way and kill all enemy units. Okay, so are these the citizens I'm defending? Or the 4 gold guys, are they the soldiers that need to be in the way? Move your units in turns, which consists of a movement and attack phase. Press menu. Unfortunately, I'm using a controller and I don't know offhand what menu is. Probably is going to be this button. To view the overview map, end your turn early or restart the scenario. Press dash to toggle the mini-map. Okay. Humans and dwarves have an advantage over goblins. Goblins have an advantage over elves. And elves are good against human and dwarves. Got it. Okay. Several different units under your command, each with different strengths and proficiencies. We gotta be strategic. New unit. Fighter. Attacks 3 times, can move multiple times per turn. Defender. Sentinel skill increases defense and attracts nearby enemies. Archmage. Knows powerful magic. Please choose the difficulty. The greatest rewards and achievements are reserved for hard. This sounds very complicated, but I gotta try hard now that they said that we get the best rewards. Kill all enemies. Avoid defeat. Don't let them be killed. Don't let all the soldiers perish. Good luck. Okay, here's a Wystonian defender. He's a dwarf. He's strong versus goblins, and I can move him. And so... And I see, okay, so we got like a HUD and we can see what's going on here. So that's an elf. So these are all elves who are strong against human and dwarves, but this is a goblin who's strong versus an elf. So this is the guy that I want to attack with the dwarf, for example. And so... Got it. He has movement points. Wow. This is... This is surprisingly in-depth. Okay, so I can have him move like all the way out to here, for example. I'm going to move him to here and try to go around the top. I want to make sure I avoid the elves, but get to the goblin who's attacking over here. Move to this location, yes. Okay. He's a Wystonian defender. And I'm going to say end turn, I think. What does protect do? I think that like attracts bad guys or something. I'm going to say end turn. And yeah, I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let's move him kind of over here. And end turn. And then over here. Okay, this time the goblins are in front. And we have some humans behind. And so I'm strong versus the goblins. So these guys are going to go attack right away. So let's have them move basically right up towards the goblins. So he can go here. And I guess I'll put him in protect mode, I guess, to try to attract these goblins. For 1 turn, reduces damage by this unit and takes hits from nearby units. Okay, that sounds good, because I should be good at defending against goblins. Okay. And then this guy, I'm also going to have move like right over here. Alright, and I'm just going to have him end his turn and be prepared to attack next time or something. And then over here, I have some humans who are strong versus goblins. Multi-move and attack. Okay, and who is nearby? This is a mixed army. Right, and then we have the Archmage over here who is trying to, like, slow them down. But this mixed army, I might need some of these guys to come down here to help protect against a little bit more of this. I guess this guy would probably be the best guy to move down there, so let's actually have him move down here. Let's have this guy... For now, let's also move... How far away are these guys? They're still pretty far away. Let's have this guy move over next to this guy and defend, I think. I see, he can do 3 attacks. Let's just have him end his turn. And let's have this guy also just end his turn right here. And we're going to be prepared to defend here. And then meanwhile, the Archmage, who's strong against goblins, can do field magic. So tell me about that. Righteous Indignation strikes targets with a furious volley of lightning bolts, or Slow Wall limits the movement of all targets. Let's do Slow Wall again to try to slow all these guys down as long as I can, I think. And then maybe we can move the mage somewhere else later on. Okay, and so now it's their turn. They're starting to move up. They figured out my plan, and the goblins are trying to move to the interior. Okay, this guy is attacking. But I'm very good, strong against him, and so I'm doing well. Great. This guy is too far away to attack, and this guy's too far away to attack. And these guys only get to move 1 square because they're under the influence of the slow wall. Got it. Okay. And... we're here to help. Reinforcements from the arena. Hooray! We have someone who is strong versus goblins. He's a human, move and attack. He can't quite move to get at the goblin. Oops, no. I want to move him... Let's put him over here to just kind of help defend. This is also a human. Alright, same kind of thing. So I'm going to move him also over here. Let's put him here. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I don't have a good feeling yet if I'm doing well, but I feel like I have some ideas. And then this dwarf, I'm going to put him right here because then he'll be closest to the 2 goblins. And I am going to put him on protect duty and hope that he attracts the goblins and we can kill off some of the goblins. Okay. So yeah, Sentinel. Great. And then this one, I think could move over here and attack. Actually, let's move him right... Yeah, let's move him right here. And tell him to do the protect thing as well. And I think he should attract the goblins. We'll see how well that works. Meanwhile, this guy's hit points have been reduced. Because he was defending the other goblins, and so we need him to move back, probably. And I don't want him to protect. I don't want him to draw in aggression, and similarly, I don't want this guy to draw in aggression because he is weak against the humans, I think. So let's go ahead and move him back as well. And so we'll just try to keep them kind of as a reserve buffer and see if we can get some guys over there. So let's end turn. And then these humans, how far away are these guys? They're still pretty far away. I think I'm going to send one of them down. So let's do this. Let's have him move down towards reinforcements down there. I'm going to leave the other one here. And this guy, I'm also going to move down closer to the people we're trying to protect. And then up here now, I'm going to have you cast some field magic of Righteous whatever. And looks like I could hit 2 guys there or 3 guys there, I think. So let's try hitting these guys. Cast spell, yes. Kablam! Cool. Vaporized. Okay, just like completely eliminates them. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately, this guy is strong against me, and he's attack. Oh, okay, so they're being smart. And one of my dwarfs just died, so that's a bummer. But this guy will be strong against him. Okay, and so I managed to defend against one of them. These guys are still too far away. And these guys are still under influence of the slow wall. So that works in my favor. Okay, I have a much better sense of what's going on here now. Great. I want this guy to be in front of the other guy who's already taken some hit points, and so I'm going to move him here. Oh, this was a human. Oops, I was thinking this was another dwarf. Poop. Alright, ending my turn. I will have this guy move over to here to attack the elf and backstab him. Attack times 3. That's the guy. Attack this character, yes. Boom, boom, boom. Great, killed him. This guy is going to move... I have enough guys here defending against this that I think he's going to be okay. I'm actually going to move this guy back over here to be able to help on this side. And this dwarf could finish off this goblin potentially. And so I'm going to move him up here and have him attack this goblin. Alright, and now this defender, I think might need to sacrifice his life. Is that true? Actually, maybe not. I'm going to move him back to here. But I am going to have him protect. And then this guy, he still has 5,000 hit points, and so I'm just going to move him to right here and have him protect. And these guys, I'm still going to be moving down to help protect the citizens down here. And then this guy can finally get on the offensive, I think, because remind me... Actually, hold on. Can I back out of this? I want to take a look. This is also a human, so it would be just human versus human. I don't have any elves, I guess, in my arsenal who are strong against the humans. So human versus human is fine. Okay. So let's go have him go over here and do attack times 3 on this guy. Alright. Archmage, it's time to use your field magic of Righteous Indignation once more. I can hit 3 guys here, it looks like. Let's do it. Kablam! That's fantastic. Okay, and now let's watch what happens. Alright, lost one of my guys there. I managed to defend that one. He's attacking the dwarf, but we managed to finish him off. Okay, just barely war of attrition kind of thing going on over there. Okay, so let's see. Who do we have here? Dark Army Infantry and Wystonian Defender. You are an elf. So you're strong against human, and so the dwarf is probably the best bet over here. Although, honestly, I have mostly humans, and so I think you just need to go and attack. So we're going to have you move over here and have you attack this guy, even though you're weak against him. Great, you're able to finish him off. Oh, neat. This guy can still move? I guess he had no move points left. I don't know what I just did. Alright, moving on to the next character. I'm not sure if that was bugged out or what just happened there. We are going to move over here and attack this guy. Great. Managed to kill him off. Okay, good, good, good. Wystonian Defender. I'm going to have him move in. And sure, protect in case anyone comes out of the woodwork. Sounds good. And this guy can just sit here and continue to protect. And he can end his turn. This guy, yeah, is in a good place to protect. But let's have him move back up in this direction, because it seems like that's the only place that I know there's still bad guys. And so I think let's have you move back up in this direction now to get ready to attack these bad guys. And I'm going to have you just end your turn right here so that we're kind of grouped together. And let's have you move back over here and continue protecting in case somebody surprises us. And then over here, let's use field magic to try to kill this guy off. Great. Alright, so is that the only bad guy left? I think it might be. So let's just move back here. Let's end your turn. Let's end your turn. Let's end your turn. We'll go ahead and have you move up in this direction. And end your turn. You can move up in this direction. Sure. And you can move up in this direction. And you can just end your turn there. Sure. And you can end your turn because everyone's out of reach. Okay, is there a way to end turn more quickly here? I don't know that there is. So I'll just select each one in turn, haha. We'll have you run up to help just in case somehow this one guy manages to take out my two. Okay, you're gonna move up to here. You're gonna move up to here. And you're done. And you're done. Okay, let's end this thing. Come on. Yeah. Fight, fight, fight. Yeah. The citizens have been defended. Hooray. Please save your game in a separate slot. Oh my goodness. That was... I feel like it was a little too complicated to try to learn it all at the beginning, but I did find it interesting. I have played this kind of a little bit more like a tower defense kind of style, but it's kind of also turn-taking, not quite real time. Not sure how to describe it. I enjoyed it, but it was a lot to learn for then kind of a small amount of combat, and so I wonder if we'll see that kind of thing again. In any case, cutscene. Citizens, are you all right? Yes, thank you. We would have died without your help. It is our sworn duty to protect. Come with me. The teleporter is active. I thought I deactivated it. I guess since we defended the city, now we're doing it. We're evacuating you to the floating fortress. It's very complicated. Fellow soldiers, gather the remaining citizenry and rally the reserve guard. Oh, maybe we're about to do another round of this? Maybe? There's the Archmage. We're thankful for your aid. I help protect the city. Take this key and pass it on to whoever's manning the floating fortress. Ether Cannon Key. The veneer left us more firepower than you realize. That might have been nice to know 10 minutes ago. Alright, so we have an ether cannon apparently. Aye! Frightened citizen, misspelled. I'll actually make a note of that, because I like reporting these little bugs to the developers. I do think, however, that "aye" was spelled correctly. That came from the casino! Oh no! Monsters in casino? The city is unsafe. The defenders cannot protect us. Stay close! You flee into the hands of the enemy! Kablam! The Archmage is, like, really good. I wish I had the Archmage in my party. Rescue those civilians and secure the arena. I'll exterminate the enemy soldiers that invade the casino. Okay, so maybe we're about to do another round of this, in which case I take back my criticism of the having to learn all this new tower defense-y kind of stuff, because that seems like what's going on here. Oh man, they're all like down and far to the left. Alright, and it seems like there's bad guys down there, and then citizens there. The central group seems to have kept their heads. Alright. Except for the rooftops, the central residents are probably safe. You tell citizens to regroup there. Reserve guard arrived. There may yet be hope. We need not defend the entrance, but we must reach our citizens before the invaders do. Okay, so I saw some near the bottom left and also near the top right. So let's see how this plays out. They're in panic. Enemy troops are closing in. You must reach them first and keep them safe in their hour of need. Oh, but more new units. Rogue. Very mobile. They can rescue NPCs. So I guess you walk up to them and you talk to them and they get rescued or something. Double damage when attacking from behind. So we need to try to backstab. Always gets a bonus first attack. Archers have ranged attacks and are mobile. Fortress Cannon. Rains fire anywhere on the map. Takes 1 turn to warm up. Got it. And so that's my, like, you know, emergency Hail Mary pass, basically, when I can't defend something somewhere else. To achieve victory, kill all the enemies. Okay, good luck. I think I get the main idea. I did not handle the defense of Wystonia very well. I didn't quite understand how all my characters moved and worked in different things. I think I understand it now, so I'm actually going to restart this scenario, because I've been faring rather poorly. And so this time, now that I understand more, and I like the fact that they give you this option, because this is kind of like a whole new combat system to learn, and so this gives you a fair chance to actually learn it. Okay, so basically, rogues move fast and can rescue NPCs, and they can backstab bad guys. Archers can shoot and do a little bit of damage from a distance, and they have a desperation arrow, which is like an instant kill, but they only have 1. The cannon can damage some enemies in a group on the map. And yeah, that's most of the big picture here. If we take a look at the full map, I have a bunch of troops here. There's a bunch of citizens here. There's also some right over here. If you look up at the minimap, the top right, the citizens are blue. There's like 1 up on a rooftop, or there's 2 up on a rooftop over here. Most of the enemies are either coming in from over here, where I also have some troops up here in the center, and over here. And then there's like a few random troops like this guy over here, and then 1 big group of bad guys down here. So that's what I have to work with. I have 4 rogues, and it's very important to get them rescuing citizens as fast as possible. And so there are some citizens in the lower left that need to be rescued, but there's also a bad guy down there, and so I'm going to send 2 rogues, I think, in that direction. And then these other rogues, I need to send them to start helping some citizens elsewhere. And so they're going to move up towards the top of the map over here. And so I'm going to have you move up here. And then we have some goblins and elves who will be able to help fight off some other bad guys. Since there's the bad guys in the lower right, who eventually come up this street and come around the corner. That's the main place I'm going to need to defend. So I'm going to have those guys heading up into this area to defend these guys and be ready to move kind of further to the right. Okay, so let me move them. Great, those guys are moved up. Now with these guys, we have a variety of things we can do. Goblins need to try to fight elves. And the elves are going to be streaming down and left, and so let's move him over there. Dwarves need to fight goblins, and so let's have them run over towards the goblins. And I wonder if I can actually coax any of them to come my way, and so we'll try this crazy move. A similar type of thing over here. I want to have the dwarf try to get the goblins to engage him, because he's going to be really strong against the goblins. This goblin is just going to move down, let's say down here. And then these archers basically can do a lot of damage from range. And so let's have him move in here, and then he can attack from range to start shooting in on the goblins. And the same thing with this guy. I'm going to move him actually down here. They have a pretty good range. And I'm going to try to focus fire on 1 or 2 goblins and save my desperation arrows for more difficult enemies, because the goblins don't have all that many hit points. And a similar kind of thing over here. Let's move in here and just start attacking the top goblin for the moment. And we'll have this other archer also move in kind of behind. Can he reach the top goblin from there? Yes. Okay, great. Okay, now they are closing in on the rooftop. He's closing in from somewhere. He's walking down a back alley. That guy's going towards... Both of those guys are going towards citizens in the lower left. And then these elves are going to go straight down towards some citizens, and these elves are going to go straight down towards some... I guess there's an elf and 2 humans. Maybe those are all humans, actually. Need to pay closer attention to that. Because the races really do matter in terms of who's good at fighting whom. And these guys who are coming up from the bottom right, I'm not going to pay them too much attention right now because it takes them a while to get there. So I can kind of ignore them in the early going. And the floating fortress cannon hasn't warmed up yet, but after the first round of combat, I'll be able to use it to do kind of area of effect damage during every round of combat. And so basically, I need these rogues to come down here and try to save some citizens who are around the corner. I don't know if that one guy is going to attack me, and so that's something that I have to worry about in the future. And then these rogues can also go and start trying to save citizens. So I'm going to move them up. These guys are probably all going to be needed to defend the right flank, and so I'm going to start moving them in kind of over in that direction. Alright, so those guys have started moving to the right. Meanwhile, up here, this is kind of like where our main force is already starting to get engaged. Let's move the goblin over here. Dwarf, I want to move in, and if I move him to here, usually I attack, but I'm curious to see if I protect. I'm not sure if you do more damage if you're playing defense and you can get them to come fight you, versus if you go on offense. And so I just want to try that for one round. Actually, we'll be able to compare by doing this. I'm going to have this guy attack, whereas the other guy defended. So that one was 2100 to 400, basically. And so we'll see on the defense how a similar kind of thing turns out. Okay, archers. Going to move in and continue to attack with arrows on top. And same thing. Attack this guy on top. And these archers are going to do the same thing. They're going to move in and attack the goblin on top. And same thing for you. Don't want to have the archers get too close because they don't have too many hit points. And if these guys decide to rush the archers, then it'll be bad news. Okay, these guys are zooming in on those citizens. And I think that might be a good target for the cannon, because I think they are weak against the cannon, from what I remember from last time. The cannon seems to do variable amounts of damage, from what I've witnessed. Okay, Protect did not coax the goblins into fighting. And in fact, these goblins are also running away from the dwarf. Okay, so that's good to know. So I do need to attack them on the offensive. If I have the advantage of like dwarf versus goblin. Okay, now here's the cannon to do our super fire. And so we just go kablam. Okay, those guys were vaporized. Great. A Wystonian citizen ran to safety. Hooray! A Wystonian citizen ran to safety. Hooray! Now, all the other cannon shots that I used did not immediately vaporize enemies, so I have to be ready for that. I'm going to have this guy run to here. And I'm going to have this guy run right behind him. I'm worried about this guy attacking me. And now, I think the most strategic thing to do is to assume that these 5 citizens in the center will be well defended by all the bad guys who are around. And so we're going to use the rogues to basically go and try to individually rescue citizens who are kind of out standing in the streets. And meanwhile, I'm going to continue moving these guys into better defensive positions. Okay, up here towards the main battle. Basically, I'm trying to chase down these enemies. You are going to attack, because we learned attacking is important. Alright, you've weakened the goblin. You are going to attack. And try to weaken this goblin. You want to move in. Let's just get close enough to see if people get interested in me. But I'm not actually going to do attacks. You need to stay out of range, but able to hit guys. Let's just move you to... Let's move you to here, because eventually I'm going to want to have you fire on the other guys down below. Let's continue to fire just normal arrows. And let's have you move down here. And... yeah, let's also just fire normal arrows at this guy to weaken him. And then similarly over here, I want to start getting my goblins, start getting my archers in range of the other more heavily armored soldiers who are over there, so that I'll be able to use desperation arrows against them in the not too distant future. Alright, but let's use your ranged arrows, try to take out this goblin. Okay, this guy... Basically, we've got two back alley guys who are eventually going to sneak up on some citizens if I'm not careful. This guy's still going after the citizens, but my rogue should be able to outrun them. These guys are continuing down the street, as are these guys. They're running away from my dwarf. Alright, that's fine. I can chase them down. Also running away. And these guys are just going to, be moving up the street, but I have a whole force of guys who are ready to engage them in a few turns. Okay, now I get the gun again, and I have to make a big decision about what to do. Last time I had trouble finishing off all of these goblins. They don't have that many hit points, and so I think possibly using the big laser on them might be a good way to take this group down. So I'm going to try that in order to do something different this time around and see how it goes. So, fire the cannon. Alright, killed one of them, weakened a couple others. That seems decent. Okay. Rogues, show off your speed. Run over there and save citizens. I think we'll be able to save the citizens over there. Now I need to be very careful over here. I'm trying to get to these citizens before these guys do, and so I have to go left up this street and then up. So basically anywhere over in this direction will be good to try to save them, and then there's a symmetric thing happening over here, so anywhere over in this direction will be good to try to save those citizens. And then meanwhile, yeah, these guys can just move over to the right to be ready to engage. Alright, up to the main battle area. Goblins are... Oops, nope, I don't want to move yet. I'm trying to see. Okay. Goblins are strong versus elves. These three guys are elves. I need to have the goblin move in on those guys, so he needs to move down in that direction. Dwarves are strong against goblins, so this guy needs to move over here. He can finish off one of these guys, and so let's do it. Great. Dwarves are strong against goblins, so he needs to try to finish off one of these guys, so let's try to do it. Alright, got a little bit unlucky there, but whatever. Down here, who do we have? These are humans who are strong against goblins, and so my goblin, best thing he can do right now actually is probably come help the dwarf. And so I should be ready to do that. The archers... I think want to move down here, and let's use desperation arrows. Let's use an ethereal arrow to take one of these guys out. Kablam! Vaporized. He's gone. Great. And a Wystonian citizen ran to safety. Neat. Let's do a similar kind of thing with this guy. If I move him all the way over to here, can he use a desperation arrow? Yes. Let's go ahead and take out this guy. Great. Alright. Those are bullets we only get to use once, but we might as well take advantage of them while we can. And similarly, I think I'm going to need to take out a couple of these guys. So let's go ahead and start getting into range. Desperation arrow. Actually, yeah, that's the only guy you can reach right now. So we'll take that guy out. And you can move over to here, and then I think you'll be able to reach one of them. Desperation. Yes, you can reach this guy. Great. Okay, I failed to use those early in the previous battle before I restarted, and that was definitely a mistake. So now I know. Okay, these guys are still coming on the back alleys, heading towards some random citizens. Oh, no, darn. I thought my rogues were going to get there in time, and they did not. Okay, so we still have a problem over there. My archer just died, so that's a bummer. This guy's still continuing down here. These guys are still running away from the dwarf. These guys are still running away from the dwarf. And then there's this whole big group coming in that I have a big group ready to fight, but yeah, we'll have to make some choices about. Okay. Cannon. I think at this point, there's only 2 guys here. My dwarf could probably take him out. My dwarf could probably take this guy out. There's only 1 guy there. I think at this point, I have to start using the cannon on this group and plan to take it out. The other thing I could do, I don't think these 2 guys are within range that I can hit them both the cannon. Yeah, they're not. Okay, so I think the strategy here is to fire the cannon here. So just start weakening those guys. Okay. Yuck. This guy needs to move and attack. They're better at backstabbing, but this is as best as he can do. Attack times 9 on this guy. And my rogue died. All right. But then this guy can go in and finish this guy off, but then the other guy's going to take out the citizen, I think. Gosh darn it. I don't know how you're supposed to save those citizens over in the bottom left. Oh, that one saved him. Okay, great. All right, apparently that's how you do it. Not sure exactly how that worked out there. I guess like maybe each one has a certain target, and so if you kill soldier number X, he saves citizen number Y kind of thing. All right, and so the rogues are basically just trying to get close to citizens up here so they can go rescue them. And that these guys are basically trying to get into a line right over here. Okay, over here, I have a goblin who is strong versus elf. So he's going to move here and attack the elf. Go, 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 go. Great. I have an archer. Where is he going to be needed next? He might need to help the dwarf. And so... Oh, this is the elf still moving. He doesn't need to move anywhere. Sure, whatever. No, whatever. How do I get... Here we go. Okay. Archer. There we go. Great. If he moves up here, he can still attack the... Oops. This elf. Great. Yes. Okay. This is better than I was doing before. I'm very happy about this. Okay. He can go over here and start attacking this guy. This guy is going to go over here and start attacking this guy. Alright, he's going to need some support. And let's see. Elves. Sorry, goblins. Goblin versus goblin is kind of like fair combat. So I'm going to move here and attack this guy. And that's kind of an even fight. And then my archers... I think one of them should go this way and start attacking this guy. And the other one, I think, can just move out to here. Actually, I'm not sure he could reach from there. To here. And then attack, yeah, these guys. Dwarf should be able to handle himself, and so let's try to help the goblin out. There we go. Still not sure who he's sneaking up on. Oh, I see who they're sneaking up on now. And this one... Who's gonna live? Who's gonna die? My rogue died. That's a bummer. And these guys are still trying to run away. Sons of a gun. Crazy goblins, cut it out. These guys are starting to break formation as they move up. And I get another shot with the mega cannon. What's it going to be? Up here... we might need help in order to take these 2 guys out. I do have an archer and a goblin who could help. Yeah, there's still 3 guys there to try to help with that. There's a bunch of guys there to try to help with that. These guys are in a tight formation. How many could I hit? I could hit 4 of them right now. I think that still might be my best shot. But then there's also things like this guy who's about to come get this citizen. Yeah, my rogue will be able to save like maybe 2 out of these 3 people. I think I have to use the cannon as an area of effect and try to hit as many of these guys as I can, so I'm going to do that. Alright, weakening those guys. This is a rogue, and who is he trying to save right now? These citizens right here, or the citizen right here? This citizen is only like 2 steps away from being in danger. These guys have more steps from being in danger. So let's run up to here. I still kind of have both options available. This guy, there's a citizen right here who's in grave danger, and there's 2 citizens who still have a little bit more time. So let's have him run towards the one who's in grave danger. And these guys... Yeah, I think I have to continue moving this way. Alright, back over here, I am giving chase. And so let's see if these 3 guys can manage to track down these goblins and not let them get away. And so I will do that. And let me see if I can get in front of these guys, actually, possibly. That could be a good thing to do. Maybe next turn I can get in front and protect. And we'll get into kind of more battle with these guys, possibly. And this guy can also attack over here. Yeah, let's have him attack. Goblano, Goblano. Hey, okay, killed one off. Great. This archer over here is going to try to run these guys down and attack with some arrows. And similarly, this archer... We have one archer up there who can already help, and so this archer should really be moving down to chase this guy who's down here. So he needs to attack this guy, who still has tons of hit points. And this one... let me back up to the map really quick here. Yeah, he'll be in range over here. I'm just going to have this guy move to the right in the hopes that he can then move downwards and help out down below. So from here, he'll definitely be in range to attack this guy. Great. Okay, that guy should be finished off soon. These guys are slowly moving towards the citizens. This guy doesn't have a whole lot to do right now. Oh dear, I brought the archer in too close. Alright, well there goes that archer. But I did at least slow down that guy who was approaching 2 citizens, so I just gave myself like another couple of turns. Oh, and the goblin chose to go after the archer. Fascinating. Oh man, the AI here is pretty smart. When it sees opportunities to get insta-kills, it takes them. And I did not realize that I'd lined up so many such obstacles. Still the case that the Mega Cannon needs to focus fire right down here, I think. I can hit 5 guys. Yeah, that's the most I'm going to be able to get, so let's try... Although I could do... That only gets 4 guys. Alright, so let's do this. Kablam. Wish it did more hit points. Okay, over here. This citizen... I'm not sure if I can rescue him fast enough. But these ones are safe. So yeah, I have to go after that citizen first. Okay, so we are moving over here. Trying to get to that citizen fast enough. Over here, this citizen is also now protected because that guy turned around to fight the archer, and so this guy should run towards this citizen. And now over here, now we're starting to engage in battle. We have an elf, sorry, we have a goblin who's strong versus elves. So where is there an elf? This guy's an elf. There's only one elf in the pack. He's kind of down here in the middle, so I want to move my goblins down to try to get near him. And this guy is strong versus humans and dwarves. And this is a human, so you've just met your match. We're going to move him to right here and have him attack. Very nice. Goblin can't quite move in close enough to... Yeah, I'm going to have him just kind of move in a little bit closer and protect for the moment. And then This elf is going to move. If he moves here, he could attack the human, but then he'll get attacked by the goblin and he'll be weak. And so I think I'm going to have him just move to here and do a protect. And we'll try to get them bunched up so I can hit them all with the, what do you call again? Okay, so up here... This is not optimal. If I run up here, is there any chance that you're going to attack me and I'm going to die? I guess there's only one way to find out. Alright, this is a goblin versus a goblin. So it's an even fight. I'm willing to take that. I don't need to move. I just need to attack. I lost, but now there's an archer here who needs to go help out in other directions, but he can probably still attack from here, I think. Yes. Okay, great. Yes. Okay, so he finished off that guy. Cool. That citizen is in grave danger. That citizen's in grave danger. Let's hope my rogues can get there. This guy is eventually going to cause trouble. This guy has gone to turn around back towards the citizens, and these guys, yeah, this is what I was worried about. Yeah, Goblin's still alive. Okay, great. I want to fight over there, but now I'm weak against the goblins, and I lost that one there. And these guys are bunching up. Yeah, stay bunched up, stay bunched up. They didn't bunch up as much as I had hoped. I think I still need to probably use the cannon down here because it's going to be most effective right here because I can hit 3 guys. And I think I need to do that because there's lots of citizens around here to defend. So I'm going to do that. This rogue is still not going to be able to defend this NPC. This NPC is going to die no matter what I do, it seems like. So I think instead... this rogue is going to sacrifice that NPC and he's going to go save these two. Sorry guys, sometimes that's how it goes. Then he's going to move over here and rescue this NPC. Great. We have a goblin over here. There are no longer any elves to attack. Oh, there are elves to attack. Sorry. Okay, so goblin versus elf. Yes, please. Move here, attack the goblin, or sorry, attack the elf. Same thing, goblin is going to move to here and attack the elf. I have an elf who is strong against goblins. No, strong versus humans and dwarves. And here is a human, so he should go down there. And attack here. And now way up here, this goblin is almost dead, but he might be able to take out that goblin. And so I really want to try and see if I can catch up to that one and then possibly blast the other one or something. This archer has finished off everyone who's above him. But the problem is if he gets within range of this guy will come attack him, so I can't move too far. So let's just move to here and kind of see how that goes. Yeah, that citizen was doomed. I don't think there was anything I could do there. And now will my rogue live? Yeah, hopefully rogue lives to fight another day. That guy's creeping up. This guy's creeping up. Okay, and oh, I lost there too. Gosh darn it. Alright, and now we've got some more attacks going on. But I won that one. But then I lost that one. Oh, and I lost that one. Oh boy. This is rough. Okay, super cannon. Still the best place to aim it is where I can hit a bunch of enemies at once, I think. I could hit 3 right here. Is that the best I could do? Yeah, I think so. So we're going to fire the cannon here. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to kill off these guys. I got to try. Alright, this person can go rescue. So he's going to move here, rescue this NPC. Let's see. Over here, this guy needs to run towards another NPC he needs to go rescue. This is an elf. He is strong against who? Humans and dwarves, and there's a human right here. He should probably finish them off. But he could also try to run somewhere or help something. Oh, gosh. This is really tough. I'm going to move here. I'm going to attack the human and finish him off. Or try to, at least. And this elf needs to come in and try to do some support, and so he's going to move down to here. And I guess he was out of range of being able to fire any arrows still, so I should have moved him down farther, I guess. I'm doing better this time than I was last time, but I'm still losing lots of citizens, and I feel like I'm going to lose all of my attackers and defenders. Alright, there goes my last guy there. Fortunately, these guys are going to stay bunched up, and so I can still hit them with the cannon. So let's see what we can manage to do here. I can hit 3 of them. Alright, great. I'll take it. This guy can go rescue another citizen. Rescue. I still have an archer who's alive over here, and I still have a rogue. Right. Rogue can go rescue a citizen. Great. Rescue. Great. And the archer needs to run in here and try to get far enough to where he can do some damage. But that's it. I've run out of guys. And I'm not doing great. I'm going to play this one out all the way to the end and see how it plays out at the end. These guys are not staying as well bunched up as I would hope. But this is still the best way to use the cannon, it seems like. Well, now I can only get 2 of them. I get 2 there. That's still my best effort, I think. Let's aim at this one, because I think the other one on the right's going to die regardless. Yes, okay, so I at least killed one of them. This rogue could still run to the center of the city and save some guys, and so let's have him run back towards the center of the city. This rogue can save this NPC right now, even though he's probably going to die right afterwards, but let's do that. This archer is almost certainly going to die no matter what he does, but let's at least go and attack and see if we can wear people down. Maybe he can outrun this guy. And now let's just kind of like watch what happens with everything else in the battlefield. Alright, Rogue actually killed someone off after the archer weakened him, so that was great. These guys are less clustered than they used to be. And so at this point, if I want to save a citizen, I think I could shoot this guy, and that would save somebody. So I think let's do that. Alright. There's a guy in the top left who should be safe now. You need to run towards the center of town to save citizens who are there. You also need to run towards the center of town to save citizens who are there. You need to try to run in support of that guy and attack with arrows. And that's all I have. So let's see how it goes. Okay, I distracted that guy. And a lot of these guys are moving into the same 2 citizens that I plan to go rescue in the next couple of moves. So that could work in my favor. There's a blue citizen out there who should be safe. Yeah, and there's 2 citizens here in the center, and so who do I need to attack? I could hit 2 guys there. Or I think that's the only place I can hit 2 bad guys. So let's do this. Kablam! Alright, we did some more damage with the cannons. You're running into the city center to try to save people. You were running into the city center to try to save people. You need to run for your life. But you can also shoot arrows while you're doing it. Great. Okay, these guys are all headed for the city center trying to get to these last two citizens, but they're not going to be successful, I don't think. And who is bunched up? You guys are still pretty far apart. You guys have bunched together. And so I'm going to shoot like this. Bam! All right. You're going to move in over here. You'll be able to save a citizen next turn. You're going to move in over here. You'll be able to save a citizen next turn. You are going to move in down here to try to get in range with arrows soon. Not sure where those guys are going just yet. Okay, but I think I'm about to have some successes. Okay, I still can't hit two of these guys at once, and so we're going to hit two of these guys at once. Yes, killed one of them. Great. This rogue is going to move here and rescue this NPC. This rogue is going to move in here. All right, this is definitely the most NPCs I've rescued, and rescue this NPC. And this archer is going to move in here in support of everybody. Okay, now he is moving down and left, and so is there an NPC down and left that I haven't seen? I'm not sure. I know there's still an NPC up at the top left. I don't see one down and left, and so I might be able to just finish these guys off with cannons and just like finish off the bad guys now. I can hit two guys here, and I think that's probably my best bet. So let's do that. Great. These guys can do backstabs, but I think right now their best plan of attack is actually to move back and bring the archer in range. Like over here. And have the archer start firing arrows from range. I'm still not sure where that guy's going. I need to go double check the map and make sure that I'm not missing an NPC somewhere. Maybe the AI just isn't very good at the end stages of the battle. Once again, I can hit two guys, and so I'm going to do that. Great, dealing more damage. These guys do have a way out if they need to run, so I'm going to have him go to here. I'm going to have this guy go to here. I'm going to have the archer move to... No. Let's have him move to here. I think that's close enough that he can fire his arrows. Yes. And attack this guy. Yeah, this guy's just lost. He's like starting to wander around. Okay, I think I might actually be in good shape for once. Okay, cannon is going to attack these two. Let's aim right on top of this guy, because it seems like it does the most damage right in the center. And now rogues can backstab, and this guy has a lot of hit points, so I think if he comes back over here and then attacks this guy... His backstab? Yes. Great. That worked. And so now this guy can move in to help support him. And the archer can move down. Let's just keep him near the rogues. Is that within range? It is. Great. So he can hit this guy. Cool. I have a plan. I have something that's working. I don't know how many citizens I lost versus how many I saved. But I am going to be able to complete this battle this time around. And I think either of these is going to like finish off all these guys. Yep, didn't finish him off. All right, I was wrong. He still has all of his hit points, and so even though he can't backstab, I'm going to go in here and fight. Yes, nice. And he can backstab, and so let's run around back. And then attack. And then let's bring the archer in to a better position to help be able to support. And these guys are still wandering around aimlessly, and foolishly they've clustered together to the point to where I might be able to hit them both. No, just out of range. Let's see if I can focus fire. I'm going to try to eliminate this guy. Okay, he's almost dead. Okay, rogues. Move in this direction. Rogues. Move in this direction. Archer, move in this direction. Be support. And these guys just moved right close together on top of each other because they're big dummies. So we'll fire our lasers. Okay, and be able to finish this off. This was a long battle, and I had to do it twice. I do think it was interesting, but maybe because I selected hard, it was too hard. It did seem too hard. And yeah, I feel like it could have been a little bit better, but this is like a new thing that they added in. This was not in the original last stream. And so if I think about it more after I play through this, I might have some feedback to give the developers, but I'll really have to think through it a bit before I have any strong things to say about it. Okay, you should be able to fire an arrow from here. And then hopefully the laser cannon might be able to finish things off. Look out, buddy. Vaporized. The civilians were tracked down and rescued. Hooray. That took a while. Please save your game in a separate slot. Yes, please. I wonder how many people I saved. Watch the cutscene.